Welcome to 10 minutes of Did You Know? If you look up at the sky, you're literally seeing the past. That's right, what you see up there isn't the present. The light from many stars takes thousands or even millions of years to reach us. So when you look at a star, it might not even exist anymore. In other words, you're staring at cosmic ghosts. And speaking of things that sound impossible, did you know Saturn could actually float on water? Its density is so low, even lower than water, that if you had a bathtub big enough, the entire planet would float like a giant gas balloon. Of course, you'd need a tub over 120,000 kilometers wide, but the fact still stands. Now, let me tell you something even crazier. There's a constant rain falling on Neptune, but not of water. It rains diamonds. Extreme pressure and temperature in its atmosphere compress methane into solid carbon, which then falls as diamond rain toward the planet's core. Imagine that, a whole world where it literally rains jewels. And if you thought that was wild, wait until you hear about neutron stars. They're the remnants of supernovae explosions so powerful they leave behind an object no bigger than a city, but with more mass than our sun. Just 1 teaspoon of neutron star matter would weigh about 1 billion tons. If you dropped a single grain of it on Earth, it would slice straight through the planet like a hot knife through butter. And since we're talking about the extreme, there's a star called R13601, one of the biggest ever discovered. It's more than 250 times the mass of the sun and almost 10 million times brighter. If we replaced the sun with that star, Earth would vaporize in seconds, literally not even enough time to say ouch. But the universe also has its mysterious side. There's something called dark matter, which makes up 85% of all matter in the universe, and nobody knows what it is. It doesn't emit, reflect, or absorb light. We only know it exists because its gravity affects galaxies. It's like the universe has an invisible body holding everything together, but we can't see it, touch it, or smell it. The ultimate ghost. And if you like weird stuff, check this out. There's a giant cloud of alcohol floating in space. Yep, you heard that right. In a region called Sagittarius B2, there's a molecular cloud with enough ethyl alcohol to make 400 trillion beers. But don't get too excited, it's about 26,000 light-years away, and the trip would be a bit pricey. Speaking of impossible trips, even if you could travel at the speed of light, nearly 300,000 kilometers per second, it would still take you over 4 years just to reach the nearest star, Proxima Centauri. And that's just our cosmic neighborhood. To cross our entire galaxy, the Milky Way, you'd need about 100,000 light-years. So yeah, forget about round trips. But the universe isn't just huge, it's full of oddities. For example, there's a planet completely covered in ice but with a burning core, another one made almost entirely of iron. And one, yes, it's real, that's believed to be made mostly of solid diamond. Its name is 55 Cancri, and it orbits so close to its star that its surface glows like a blazing gem. And speaking of glowing things, our sun has its own secrets. Every single second, the sun converts over 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium through nuclear fusion. A tiny fraction of that turns into energy, and that's what keeps all life on Earth alive. Just 1 second of the sun's energy could power humanity for 500,000 years. Yep, our star is a beast. But even the sun has an expiration date. In about 5 billion years, it'll run out of fuel and expand so much that it will swallow Mercury, Venus, and probably Earth too. So don't worry about paying rent that month, there won't be a planet left to save. Now, let us go to even stranger places. Did you know there are black holes so massive that not even light can escape them? Their gravity is so intense that space and time literally warp around them. Near the edge of a black hole, time stretches. A single minute there could equal thousands of years outside. So if you could get close enough and come back, you'd basically be time traveling to the future. But there's one even more mind-blowing, ton 618. It's a black hole with over 66 billion solar masses. Yes, billion. If it were at the center of our solar system, its event horizon would reach beyond Neptune's orbit. And the scariest part, it's still growing. Now, here's something straight out of a sci-fi movie. The universe actually has a sound. Technically, sound can't travel in a vacuum, but scientists have translated pressure waves from hot gas in space into audible frequencies. And guess what it sounds like? A deep, rumbling growl, a note 57 octaves below the lowest key on a piano. The universe is literally humming. And speaking of vibrations, there are stars that pulse like hearts. They expand and contract every few days, brightening and dimming as if they're breathing. Astronomers call them Cepheids, and thanks to them, we can measure how far away galaxies are. In a way, they're the heartbeat of the cosmos. But not everything out there is huge. There are also rogue planets, worlds that were thrown out of their solar systems and now drift alone through space. No star, no light, no home. Scientists believe there may actually be more rogue planets than stars in our galaxy. The universe is full of orphan worlds, floating in eternal darkness. And if that's not poetic enough, listen to this. There's a star nicknamed the vampire star because it literally sucks matter from another. They orbit so close that the larger one steals gas and energy from its partner, growing brighter while the other fades away. Cosmic drama at its finest. Another fun fact, the universe has a smell. Astronauts returning from spacewalks say it smells like hot metal, welding fumes, and burned steak. That's because high-energy particles react with oxygen as they re-enter the spacecraft. So yeah, space smells like cosmic barbecue. And here's something truly beautiful. Everything you are, your bones, your skin, your heart, your brain was once part of a star. The elements that make up your body were forged in the hearts of stars that died billions of years ago. So yes, we are literally stardust. Every atom in you carries a history older than Earth itself. That, my friend, makes you as cosmic as any galaxy. And now, to wrap up this galactic journey, here's one last fact I love. The universe is expanding, but not into anything. There's no center it's moving away from, and no edge it's stretching toward. Space itself is expanding like dough, rising in all directions at once. That means that, over billions of years, distant galaxies will fade from view, and the sky will grow emptier and darker. And one day, far, far in the future, the universe will be so vast and cold that even light will stop traveling. But don't worry, by then, the sun will have already given us a permanent vacation. Until then, we'll keep looking up at the sky, searching for answers, and marveling at the simple, powerful truth that we are the universe observing itself.